Good morning children, welcome to our channel BRC Maths Academy. Today in this video session we are going to discuss about irrational numbers and exercise 1.4 all the problems. Okay, let us have the introduction of irrational numbers. What are irrational numbers? As you already know that the numbers which cannot be written in the form of which cannot be written in the form of p by q are called irrational numbers. These numbers cannot be written in the form of p by q. If you take some examples, root 2 is 1.414 so on. Root 3 1.732 so on, you will get root 5 value 2.236 so on, and pi value which is 22 by 7 which equals to 3.14 so on. In all these cases these values cannot be written in the form of p by q, so these are called irrational numbers. Okay, this is about the introduction of irrational numbers. Exercise 1.4. Exercise 1.4, first problem. Prove that the following are irrational. Prove that the following are irrational. First problem, 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. So, see children, here all these exercise 1.4 problems we will do by the proof of contradiction. What is the proof of contradiction? Means whatever the question is asking to prove, we will take its contrary, means opposite of the given statement. Let us see here, he is asking to show that it is an irrational number. We have to consider that the given statement is rational number. We continue process the problem, and at some extent we will consider that we are going in the wrong route. So, we will say that we are going in the wrong route. So, why is this happening? Because our assumption is wrong. So, the first one whatever it should be as a irrational number. Okay. Now, 1 by root 2 is equals to p by q, where p, q are integers. If I take root 2 by 1, this becomes q by p. We can take like this. If you see on the RHS side, on the right hand side, it is in the form of p by q. So, we can say q by p is a rational number. On LHS part, we have the number root 2 by 1, which is root 2. Root 2 is an irrational number. Here a rational number can't be equal to an irrational number. Here is equal to sign is there, means both are equal. So, what we can say, this is contradiction. This is contradiction. So, by this what we can say, 1 by root 2 is an irrational number. This is the first problem. See the second problem, root 3 plus root 5. Root 3 plus root 5. So, how to take this problem as, let root 3 plus root 5 be a rational number. We already know that for the given statement we have to take its contrary, opposite meaning of this one, means irrational is given now, we have to take rational number. So, root 3 plus root 5 will be in the form of p by q, where p, q are some integers. If you square on both sides, we get root 3 plus root 5 whole square. This side p by q whole square. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. How will you expand it? A square plus b square plus 2ab. This we get p square by q square. Here 3 plus 5 plus 2 root 15. Root 3 into root 5, root 15, which is equals to p square by q square. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 2 root 15 equals to p square by q square. 2 root 15 equals to p square by q square. Take this 8 to right side, minus 8. 2 root 15 equals to, take the LCM, q square. Here you will get p square minus 8 q square. You take this 2 to the denominator. Root 15 is equals to p square minus 8 q square by 2 q square. Here, if you observe here, RHS is p square minus 8 q square by 2 q square, which represents the formation of p by q is a rational number. And LHS part, which is root 15, it represents an irrational number. A rational number cannot be equal to an irrational number. So, this is contradiction. Therefore, what we have to write? Root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. This is the second problem. 6 plus root 2. 6 plus root 2. So, what we should write? Let 6 plus root 2 be a rational number. Six plus root 2 will be in the form of p by q, where p, q are integers. If you take 6 to the other side, root 2 equals to p by q minus 6. Root 2 equals to q becomes LCM, p minus q into 6, 6q. If you see on the RHS part, we have p by q form. P minus 6q by q represents a rational number. LHS part, root 2. it represents an irrational number. A rational number cannot be equal to an irrational number. Therefore, this is a contradiction. This is a contradiction to the given statement. So, what we have to write? Therefore, 6 plus root 2 is an irrational number. Okay, this is the third problem. Root 5. See the fourth problem, root 5. Let root 5 be a rational number. So, root 5 must be equals to p by q, where p, q are integers. Let us consider p comma q are composite numbers by cancellation. Both p and q they reduced. Therefore, root 5 consider as a by b. If you do cross multiplication, root 5 is equals to b into root 5, b root 5 is equals to a. Squaring on both sides, this becomes 5b square. This is a square. Here you are seeing that 5 divides b square. That means 5 divides a square. By theorem 1.6, if p divides a square, then p divides a. So, we can write p divides a. Let it be the first equation. Okay, we will see lastly the theorem 1.6 proof. Okay. Now, let us consider a as 5c. Let us consider a as 5c and substitute in this. 5b square equals to a square. A means 5c whole square. 5 5s are 25, means 5b square equals to 25c square. If you divide 5 on both sides, 5b square by 5, 25c square by 5. 5 gets cancelled, 5 times. You get b square is equal to 5c square. It means 5 divides b square. If 5 divides b square, then we can say that 5 divides a. This is the second one. You are seeing that 5 dividing both a and b. 5 divides both a and b. But This is contradiction. As A comma B both are primes. Okay. Therefore, what we can say? Root 5 is an irrational number. Let 3 plus 2 root 5 be a rational number. Three plus root 5 should be in the form of p by q, where p, q are integers. If you take 3 to the RHS side, 2 root 5 is equals to p by q minus 3. 2 root 5 equals to, take LCM cube, p minus 3q. Take this 2 to the denominator, we get root 5 is equals to p minus 3q by 2q. If you see on the RHS part, p minus 3q by 2q, which is in the form of p by q, represents a rational number. On the LHS part, root 5 is there, which represents an irrational number. A rational number cannot be equal to an irrational number. So, what we can write? This is contradiction. This is contradiction to the given statement. So, what we have to conclude? That 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Okay. This is the last question of the exercise 1.4. Now, one important theorem we will discuss, theorem 1.6. Let p be a prime number if p divides a square where a is a positive integer, where a is a positive integer, then p divides a. Okay. Theorem 1.6, let p be a prime number, then p divides a square. If p divides a square, where a is positive integer, then we have to show that p divides a. Let the prime factorization of a as follows. A will be equals to P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pn. As we want here A square means here P1, P2, P3, so on Pn, these are prime numbers. These are prime numbers, not necessarily distinct. Distinct means different. These prime numbers not necessarily different. Now A square will be P1, P2, P3, so on Pn. A square means A into A, means again this should be repeated. P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pn. Okay. But in the question it was given that P divides A square. Given that P divides A square. Now, by fundamental theorem of arithmetic, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, fundamental theorem of arithmetic, what we can say, P is one of the primes of P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pn. Now, by uniqueness part of fundamental theorem of arithmetic, P is only prime factors of A square, that is P is one of P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pn, that is A is equals to P1, P2, P3, so on up to Pn. Hence, what we can write, P divides A. P divides A. This is one important theorem. Okay. With this, we have completed exercise 1.4 and theorem 1.6. Practice very well, children. If you like this channel, share to your friends and subscribe it. We will meet in the next video session. Thank you, children.